Okay, so you're thinking about becoming a motor vehicle parts assembler,
Mm.
building cars,
Hmm.
or at least the parts that make and go vroom.
Mm.
That's got to be pretty cool.
Right. Yeah.
We've got your research right here. And let me tell you,
Yeah.
this isn't your grandpa's assembly line.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
You're in for a wild ride. Forget greasy wrenches and like all those repetitive tasks. We're talking high-tech tools and like cutting-edge technology.
Wow.
Imagine like strapping on a pair of augmented reality glasses to see exactly where each wire goes within like a complex electrical system.
Whoa. AR on the assembly line.
Mm.
Now, that's what I call bringing manufacturing into the 21st century.
Mm-hmm.
But let's back up a bit. The RoleCatcher guide we have here paints a pretty vivid picture of what it's really like to work on the floor.
Yeah, for
Like, what's it really like?
Yeah, well, it's not all like futuristic gadgets and sleek robots, though. Those are definitely in the mix. It's a demanding environment, though.
Okay.
Think loud noises, potential dust, and the need for safety gear like you wouldn't believe.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, if you're someone who hates wearing like earplugs, for instance,
Yeah,
this might not be the best fit.
that's a good point. Safety first.
Right.
But, hey, on a brighter note, the job outlook seems pretty solid, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
It seems like these skills are in high demand.
Absolutely. The Bureau of Labor Statistics predicts stable growth over the next decade.
Wow.
Yeah. Companies are always going to need skilled workers who can keep up with this fast-paced world of automotive manufacturing.
Speaking of keeping up, one thing that struck me was just how much emphasis is placed on technology in like all materials you sent over.
Right.
It's not just about being good with your hands anymore. It's about working with robots
Mm-hmm.
and like programmable devices.
Precisely. Take, for example, programmable logic controllers,
Okay.
or PLCs for short.
Okay.
They're like the brains of the operation.
Interesting.
They're controlling the sequence of tasks on the assembly line. As a motor vehicle parts assembler, you might be responsible for programming these PLCs to ensure everything runs smoothly.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So you're not just assembling parts, you're basically conducting a symphony of machinery.
Exactly.
That's pretty impressive. But I'm curious, what does like a typical day look like for someone in this role?
Okay, so, well, imagine this. You arrive at the factory and you don your safety gear that's non-negotiable.
Right.
You check the schedule, probably on a digital screen now.
Oh, wow.
Maybe even use a tablet to like pull up assembly instructions for a new car model.
Interesting.
Then you might calibrate robotic arms to weld parts together or work with a team to install those intricate components,
Right.
like dashboards or seats.
Okay. It's like a high-stakes puzzle.
Right.
But instead of like cardboard pieces,
Yeah.
you're dealing with like state-of-the-art machinery
Right.
and the latest automotive tech.
Exactly.
Pretty cool.
And you can't forget about the problem-solving aspect too,
Oh, yeah.
What happens if a sensor malfunctions or a robot arm goes offline?
Right. That's where the human touch comes in, right?
Exactly.
You need to be able to like troubleshoot,
Right.
think critically,
Mm-hmm.
and like come up with solutions on the fly.
Resourcefulness is key.
Yeah.
And I think that's something that really shines through in these interview questions
Okay.
from RoleCatcher. They're really looking for individuals who can not only follow instructions, but also like adapt and improvise when needed,
Right.
which is super important.
It seems like they really want to understand your like thought process,
Yeah.
Like, did you ever fix a bike as a kid
Uh-huh.
or figure out a workaround when like a kitchen appliance broke down?
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Those experiences could really come in handy during an interview for this
Absolutely.
kind of a role.
Being able to demonstrate that you're a problem solver,
Right.
even if it's outside of like a traditional automotive context. Yeah.
Can give you a real advantage.
Right.
It shows you're not afraid of a challenge.
I like that.
Yeah.
Now, shifting gears a bit here.
Okay.
You mentioned electrical system guru earlier.
Wait.
Is that a real thing? I might have made that up.
Yeah, you might be onto
I
something.
bet it exists.
Yeah.
Seriously, though, what are like the opportunities for growth in this field? Like, where can this take you?
Yeah, the possibilities are pretty exciting.
Okay.
As you gain experience, you could specialize in a specific area like
How?
powertrain systems or advanced driver assistance systems,
Right.
or even electric vehicle assembly.
Oh, wow.
Imagine being on the cutting edge of EV production.
Now that's what I call like future-proofing your career.
Right.
That's awesome.
Yeah, for sure.
What about leadership roles? Could you eventually like move into a supervisory position from this?
Definitely.
Okay.
With experience and the right skills, you could become a team leader.
Overseeing a group of assemblers.
Yeah.
Or even move into, management.
Right.
There's also the quality control route too.
Oh, right.
Because every part needs to meet those very rigorous
Right.
safety and performance standards.
Yeah.
Quality control inspectors are like the guardians of the assembly line.
I like that.
They have a keen eye for detail, and they conduct those inspections at various stages to make sure everything's up to par.
So it sounds like you could start your journey as an assembler,
Right.
honing your skills and gaining experience,
Right.
and then potentially specialize or move into leadership.
Yeah.
Or become a quality control
Like a
expert.
guardian.
Become a guardian.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
There are options.
There are definitely options, yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah, and you can't forget about continuous learning in this field.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The automotive industry is constantly evolving.
Yeah, it's like the wild west of technology out there.
Yeah.
All these new innovations popping up all the time.
Yeah, that's why staying ahead of the curve is so crucial.
Right.
Subscribing to industry magazines, attending workshops, or even joining online forums can really
Yeah.
give you a leg up,
Right. It's like learning a new language.
Right.
To keep practicing and expanding your vocabulary to stay fluent.
Totally. And just learning a language, networking can really open doors for you in this industry.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So attending industry events, connecting with people on LinkedIn, that's how you really get your foot in the door, huh?
Exactly, yeah. It's not always just about what you know, but who you know, too.
Right.
Building those relationships with experienced professionals
Right.
can provide really invaluable insights.
Yeah.
And then maybe even lead to your dream job,
That's awesome. Well, it sounds like becoming a motor vehicle parts assembler is a fantastic option for, someone who enjoys a really dynamic hands-on environment,
Yeah.
thrives on problem solving, and isn't afraid to get their hands dirty.
Yeah.
Metaphorically speaking, of course, with
Yeah.
all that high-tech equipment.
Right, of course, yeah.
Right.
Absolutely, yeah. It's a career path that really demands precision, a keen eye for detail, and definitely a passion for this ever-evolving world of automotive technology.
It really is. And, it's been quite a ride exploring this career path with you.
Yeah.
But here's one final thought for you as you're, considering this as your next move.
Hmm.
If a robot can build a car, what makes you irreplaceable?
Ooh.
Think about that until next time on The Deep Dive.